You can get better at it. So it's been a minute since I've done a video here of any kind of pickups I did. So today being Father's Day, I hit up a couple flea markets. One up the street here from us, little local side of the road flea market. Picked up a couple things there, and then we headed over to Lakeland, one of our favorite little flea markets to go check out from time to time. The Silver Moon over in Lakeland. It's about an hour, a little over an hour from us. So got over to the local little flea market about 7:30, 8 o'clock, I want to say. Guy had a handful of some games and this game case. It's a GameStop game case, kind of just a universal thing. You'd open it up, and I think this is around the PlayStation 2, maybe Xbox 360 time frame, GameCube. But it opens up. You can put your game system in it. Hold a hand slew of games here. Game team. Nothing too special, but it's nice, sturdy. Made a lot with him. Had a whole bunch of games. He was asking $1 a piece for. Found more or less, I'm just going to say they're loose games for Resident Evil 2, Ace Combat 4, which is a movie gallery, and then picked up Grand Theft Auto 3. No real winners, but some good bundler games. Should be able to sell those for at least for $10, which is what I paid for everything. I'll end up probably keeping the case to add to my collection of things that I have. But then we headed over to Lakeland, and trying to remember the first thing that I picked up there. I want to say was a copy of. I don't even know where everything's gotten off to. So, I guess I remember picking this up for 50 cents. It's this kind of a Nestle Toll House plush from 1984. Apparently there's a family of these plushes. This is Peanut, because got the peanut there. But there's a bunch of different ones. Scotchy has a butterscotch hat. So, kind of a neat, unique little thing. I picked up from a friend of mine who usually sets up at another flea market that we go to. He just has all kinds of just whatever he can find. I've done a lot of stuff. But in one of his bins, he had a copy of Duck Hunt. Looks pretty decent. There is a little discoloration there, so probably would be a $10 cart, but with that, it's probably going to sell it for about $8. A nice little fun find. Also, I think Jen found this plush. Used to be the mascot for WB, Michigan J Frog. This is from the WB studio store that used to be open in the malls back in the day. Still has his tag. I think we paid $3 for this plush. We got up there on the wall. We have a big poster that one of the neighbors was throwing in the trash that she salvaged, which was a numbered print, which shows she likes these things. So it's a little ad for her collection of Warner Brothers. I found these posters. Guy was asking $3. This is the one that caught my eye at his table, which is this little Pokemon. Kind of the evolution of the game up until 2013. I think this is a GameStop promo, so like whenever you went to go order Pokemon X and Y, your pre-order, you got this lithograph poster, really high quality paper, in good condition. This, I don't know, my son probably wants to keep this. Then there's these other posters. I started looking through all the other posters, and a few caught my eye. So there's a Zelda Skyward Sword poster. and then these were actually all bundled together in one pack, one big old thing. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon poster, and one more poster was the Nintendo Kid Icarus poster. It's a pretty cool poster. Those three were Nintendo Club exclusives, so you had to Nintendo used to have a rewards program where you would redeem points from the games that you bought, and then you could take those points and buy games, or they used to have merchandise. So those were premium. I think those go for about $30 a poster. I'm probably going to keep 2 of them, sell 2 of them. I'm not sure exactly yet what to do with them. But I think I paid $10 for all of them. He went $3 a piece, so I ended up, offering them $10 for all 4 posters. So I saved $2. Thought it was a good price for what they were. You had some other posters, but those were really the ones that I thought were decent and worth grabbing. Then another guy had a whole bunch of flats. One thing caught my eye, and then I just started looking through. This is something I've never seen before, is these hit clips, boombox. Actually seeing it still sealed, honestly. I've sold these little music clips before, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC ones, for pretty decent money. I think I looked these up. These looks like they go for about $30, still sealed on the package like this. I paid $2. Actually, I paid $10 for this entire flat. But his price point was $2 for this piece here. So that should be about $30. Then there was some doll. This is 1985 Ken doll, Mickey Mouse themed clothing. Got 2 of those. Looks like these go for about, I probably should be able to sell the pair for about $30, I want to say. Then there was this Mickey Mouse Club doll. She's supposed to have a Mickey Mouse Club hat. That's missing, obviously. Probably be about $30 piece with the hat. Without the piece, it's probably going to be about $10. Minnie Mouse Bank with her stopper. She's really good shape. Her one arm is posable. She should be about $10-15. This old Mickey, really like a blow mold type figure, very light, very soft, but he is colored. It's probably about a $10 piece. And then this Minnie Mouse figurine, she's posable, so she's probably about a 10, maybe about, I would think probably about a $10 piece as well. So should do well with that. Selling those pieces. Turned $10 into about $80. So then there was a guy that I passed by him earlier. He's always got he cleans out storage units, and he just brings out bins and just has bins set up on table for people to dig through. I usually don't waste my time. I mean, I usually always find something good there to flip, but it was just so hot. I didn't go through it my first pass through, but my second pass through, I decided this weed power supply caught my eye, and I needed a good power supply. So then I just started making a quick run through it. I mean, he has like 50 bins. So quickly went through there. I found this electronic Thesaurus spell checker. These are usually good to grab. Military patch caught my eye. This is I looked it up. It's the Army Sky Defense Command patch. This Pride patch, this new sealed. Enamel pins seem to be highly collectible right now, so I went ahead and grabbed this. Seeing this guy, honestly, that's the main reason why I kept digging, is because I found this vintage Mattel wrestling figure. This is Brutus the Barber Beefcake. It's about $10 in this condition. He's pretty solid condition. He's still sealed on the card. He'd be over $100, but loose, pretty good money. He's supposed to come with a pair of his scissors that was really popular. Those go for like $25 on their own just for those scissors, but he's probably about $8 to $10 in this shape. And then there's a Xbox controller that's kind of chewed up. The cord's a little janky on it, but threw this whole pile together for $10. Or no, $5. I paid $5 for that entire lot. I mean, this pen I seen, looked up, there's one listed for like $10 that's similar in this collection. Military patch, I can't find anything similar, but usually about $5. Power supplies are going for $10, $15 right now for Wii's. This is a bust because it's missing the battery cover. If this was complete, tested, and was working, this is about anywhere from $18 to $30, even though this is 1988. Hopefully I'm still gonna list it for parts, see if I can still get like $5. Maybe there's somebody that has one that's broken that they might want to take a chance for. There's several of these listed, and there's several of these sold, so these are still pretty high demand items. Smith Corona, so I guess that's a pretty good brand. And some friends of mine were set up selling at the flea market. Erica and Morgan. So I went to see them. He actually offered me some good deals on some games, but I passed on them at first, and then I was like, shit, I should probably go grab them. So I went back around to grab them, but obviously they didn't last long. He was making some pretty good sales. He had a lot of good games, but got a good deal on some PlayStation 2 controllers. Supposedly this one's tested working. This one is not tested. So hopefully they work. If not, I've got some parts. I mean, this one here's got some messed up, but I've got some replacements for these because I've got about 8 of these black controllers that do not work properly. But finding PlayStation 2 controllers that work is gold. Working PlayStation 2 controllers go right now at a premium of like $25 to $30 almost. I've been selling them for about $20 shipped just to move them really quickly. But these specialty ones I'm probably going to hold on to for about $30 price point, just because these are the ones people want, are the special colored ones. So hopefully this one works. I got that, and I got Super Bowling. I need Super Bowling. Unfortunately, it's not the Super Bowling I need to finish my N64 collection, but it is it is for Super Nintendo, Super Bowling. Fortunately, I would love to try to find Super Bowling for N64. It's the last game I need for that system to complete that collection, but I just thought it's kind of comical seeing Super Bowling. Unfortunately, the Super Bowling I need is for N64, but I did need this for Super Nintendo. But my Super Nintendo collection, I probably still need like 500 games for. It seems like quite a lot of games to complete that collection. I'm not even really shooting for on that, but still nice little piece to add to the collection. While I was headed over there after I left the bulk guy's place and before I got to my friend Morgan's place, I found this little Dot figure, Animaniacs, sitting on the table. Everybody remembers Yakko, Wacko, and Dot, their sister. It's pretty dingy. She's a little PVC figure. She's pretty posable. Bends at the waist, arms bend. Her head bends. So this is before Pops. This is what you collected before Pop figures. So she still with the tag on there. Probably once I get it cleaned up and everything, she should be worth about $30. The guy I asked on the table how much he wanted for. He's like, I don't even know what it is. Do you know what it is? They had a bunch of other Disney type collectibles and stuff. that he was asking a lot of money for. And I was like, yeah, she's from Animaniacs, this cartoon in the 90s. And he still had no clue. He's like, how's $1? And I'm like, threw him a buck. This will probably go into our collection. We got Pinky and the Brain, kind of from the same time period. So she'll probably go on that shelf. Maybe I'll eventually find the other two brothers to add to it. I mean, they're online, but they're around $20 to $30. So hopefully I'll be able to find them and we'll complete all three of them. Then we were waiting for somebody to show up, and they never showed up. Then we're getting ready to leave. Then we went into the back area of the flea market, and there was one guy set up all the way back in the back by himself with nobody else. So I wasn't even going to get out and look because it was like, this guy's either already been picked over. But honestly, I guess nobody even went back there or shopped. I found he had a whole bunch of Xbox games back there. And I asked, well, how much for the Xbox games? There was already a little kid, and his older brother was with them, and they had already had like 3 games in their hand. So I was asking, how much are your games? And he said $1 a piece. So I was like, okay, well, I'll take a look. And I started seeing a few of them that I've not seen before. So kind of just go through them. Most of them, they're not really worth a bunch. And I ended up buying more because he didn't have change, and all I had was a 20. I think I originally had like 15 games picked out, but I ended up adding another 5 just to make it an even $20. But this is the oddball. This is a PlayStation 4 game, Zombie Army Trilogy. Loose, this is a $20 game, so just this game alone pays for everything. So everything else, after I sell this game, everything else is gravy. But I don't think there's really anything that's more than $20. I think this is a $20. If this was complete and really nice shape, it'd probably be about $30. But condition it is in, I'll probably be lucky to get $20 for it. Another thing to have them throw in just to even out the $20 is 5-pack of DVD cases. These are always good to have, especially when you got a junky PlayStation 2 game or something like that is really gnarly. You can replace it and have a really, really nice game. So just kind of go through it real quick. This is Mech Assault 2 Lone Wolf. It is complete. It's Xbox exclusive. Most of these games are mint. I mean, paying $1 for a mint game. But I mean, it's only like a $7 to $8 game complete, even though it's an Xbox exclusive. This is Makurimo. I'm not sure. I think this is another one. It's about an $8 to $10 game. Republic Commando. I think this one's probably in the $15 range. I want to say $15 to $20 range. This one I've never seen. I don't believe. I'm not big into Xbox stuff though. But Gunmetal. Surprisingly, I think it's only like a $7 game. Phantasy Star Online. It's about a $10 game. I want to say. It is complete. It's not one I've seen before, but Phantom Dust. It's an Xbox exclusive. $10, I want to say. This was surprising. Whiteout. Snowmobile style racing game. It's surprisingly like a $10 game. NHL Hits. This is one I probably wouldn't have grabbed. But actually, surprisingly, I think this is about an $8 to $10 game. Ninja Gaiden, however you want to pronounce it, for Xbox. Only on Xbox. This one I think is probably one of it might be about a $15 to $20 game, I think. Tenchu, I enjoy this series for the PlayStation. This one's probably, I think it's a little different. Jade Empire just recently sold this game. I've got probably like 3 or 4 copies of this game, but it sells pretty quickly whenever it comes in. Can't remember exactly what it goes for. Maybe $15, maybe $20-ish. Never seen this one before. Metal Dungeon. This one's not complete. It's just disc and case. But I think it's only like a $7 game. Lord of the Rings. Usually these are pretty decent sellers. That one's the Third Age. This is the RPG style one. I think this goes for about $8. Lord of the Rings, the Three Kings. Not really a great seller on PlayStation. Prince of Persia is like a $5 game. Recently sold this wakeboarding game for like $10 on PlayStation 2. Looks like it's about a $9 game on Xbox, so about the same. Don't see it very often, so thought it was kind of weird. Sold it to a guy in Wisconsin. Mech Assault Game of the Year, Platinum, only on Xbox. Complete. I think that's only like a $10-ish game. And then Ultimate Spider-Man, I think that was like an $18 game if I remember. I was quite surprised. I got this on GameCube, so. But suffice to say, I paid $20 for that entire stack. Especially so late in the day, because I'd already been through the flea market like 3 or 4 times. Everybody was already shutting down, so I don't know. And I know there's other game dealers out there buying stuff, so I don't know. Just I guess where he was located, nobody realized he was back there. But he was still selling stuff, so, and selling it cheap. So guess you got to check out all the areas. Don't ever give up. It's kind of surprising to see that. So that's the stuff that I picked up at the flea market. I got a bunch of stuff recently for Father's Day, but I won't show that here. So happy hunting, everyone.